What's up, guys? It's the Action News Jewel team coming at you with some topics to talk about, pros and cons. Right now, we're going to be talking about medical marijuana. Freddie and Garrett have more topics to come with, as well as Wesley, but he's not even here right now. Medical marijuana has been used throughout history of man. It can be used for things like pain relief, nerve damage, nausea, glaucoma, epilepsy, inflammation, and anxiety, as well as other things. With government-run marijuana, we can earn up to $10 billion in upkeep annually. That's profit from each state, just from Colorado alone. And it's booming marijuana industry since it was recently legalized. This is just recreationally though. Since it was recently legalized, they made $1 billion this year, and it keeps on growing. For some cons of it, people think that extended marijuana use for medically could increase the chance of extended mental illness and chronic psychosis. Another argument is it's not an addictive drug. It's been proven that it's not addictive. However, people have addictive personalities to it, and because of that, they will be chasing a better high, which could get them into worse drugs like crack, cocaine, meth, heroin, stuff like that. Another issue with medical marijuana is that people fear that corrupt physicians might be selling prescriptions for it to people who don't need it, which can create a unstable environment for legalized states. Now, Garrett, we're going to be talking about gun control. Take it away.
Alright, thanks, Luke. Now we will talk about gun control. Some interesting facts for anti-gun control say that guns prevent an estimated 2.5 million crimes a year, and 400,000 of these are violent crimes. 90% of violent crimes do not involve firearms. Less than 1% of manufactured guns are ever used in a criminal case, and 93% of guns in criminal cases are obtained illegally. Now on to pro-gun control. Activists like Justice Scalia say that, like most rights, the Second Amendment is limited and not everyone should be able to carry a gun for any reason. And they also say that if the gun is eliminated, the risk and ultimately the number of deaths will decline in violent crimes. And on to Fred with illegal immigration.
Thanks, G-Rat. It's your boy, Frederick the Great here, talking about pros for illegal immigration. One of the big pros is it helps boost the economy. The goods that they need, it's going to get taxed. It also provides inexpensive labor. For example, they're here illegally, they're going to want to earn cheap and untaxed money. It also adds a cultural influence, as America is known as the mixing pot of cultures. Cons: illegal immigrants tend to abuse government programs such as welfare or WIC checks. Instead of this money or program going to a legal citizen, it is then going to an illegal citizen or immigrant. Judicial issues: money such as like court costs or lawyers and attorneys. If these illegal immigrants cannot afford them, guess who has to pay for it? The taxpayers. That's another big problem. There's also susceptible abuse and poor work conditions. As many people know, illegal immigrants will get paid under the table and untaxed money, and this kind of just leads to people just not caring and not keeping up with their work area.
Hey guys, this has been the Action Jewel team coming at you with hot topics, pros and cons of both of them. Hopefully you're more informed now that we've talked about it. Thank you.
Ring, ring, ring.
Hello? Oh, Wesley actually came through with this project. Take it away.
Standardized testing. Standardized tests really became a thing in 1926 and 1959 when the SAT and the ACT were created, respectively. They don't really offer a good learning environment or testing environment to test anyone's intelligence all that well because they don't offer a level playing field. Many students don't do well under stress, which these tests really can put you under a lot of stress as you're in a room, it's timed, you can't talk to anybody, and some students really just don't do well under that, and it doesn't really make schools a better place to learn because instead of focusing on what students really need to know, they just focus for the test because without people doing well in these tests, teachers lose funding and they lose their jobs, and schools lose their funding, so they can't teach students. So really, teachers are only teaching to the curriculum of these tests, and it can cripple further generations from learning what they really need to know and what they want to know and being more creative and just leading to a more productive workforce.